Hey, how are you? I am Wanza Leftwich, and this is the Courageous Believers broadcast. And we come to you basically daily um, to talk about faith and business and life. And so I am so excited that you are with me. If you are watching the replay, please put in hashtag replay. You can use the pound sign and then the word replay. I like to know who stops by to visit and to watch the broadcast. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and put on those bell notifications so I know that you were here and that you don't miss a broadcast. So it is a new month, it is a new day, and I am super excited to be one, to be here to see it, and two, to be here to share with you. So I'm going to take a few minutes just to, I'm going to share, let everyone know that we are on. And if you are watching, you can share as well. You can share as well. I greatly appreciate it. So let's see. I want to make sure I share to my group, The Courageous Believer. It is a free group where I help you and encourage you in business, encourage you in faith. And so you can join that as well. So give me one moment and we will get started. All right. All right. So I have shared and I believe you can hear me. Yep. Sound is coming through. Well, and so great. Great. So we are here once again. And so if this is your first time being with me, I like to pray before we get started. And so let's go into prayer and then we'll chat. Father, we thank you for this time. We thank you for your people who are watching this broadcast live or on the replay. Lord, I thank you because your timing is always on point. Your timing is always relevant. Your timing is always good. And so, Lord, as we begin to chat and as we begin to teach, I ask that you would give us clarity and wisdom, that you would give us thoughts that are directly from you, that you would give us downloads, hallelujah, Jesus, from you in Jesus' name. Thank you for helping us build our businesses. Thank you, God. Our desire is to be in your will and your will only for our lives. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. So listen, just wanted to make sure. Give me 1 second. I just wanted to make sure of something. So if you're here live, let me say this. Today has been an absolutely phenomenal day. So I have been talking about, I don't know why this won't come up right now. I'm trying to figure this out. All right, sorry, y'all. All right. So today has been an absolutely phenomenal day. Let me just put this on to make sure I'm not missing any of your comments. And so, yeah, just a phenomenal day. So it's a new month. It's a new month, new goals. So I came on earlier this morning just talking about new goals and how it's okay to actually change some things up in your routine and change some things up in your self-care, right? In order to meet your goals for the month. And so we talk about business here, we talk about writing books, and we talk about beauty. So books, beauty, and business all go together here on this broadcast. And so I was really excited and motivated this morning to come and just encourage you. But then as the day went on, I was just like, God, I thank you because I just thank you. You ever been in a state where you're just really, really grateful for what God is doing in your life, really, really grateful for the people that you're connected with, just really, really grateful for this moment. Not so much thinking about tomorrow, not even thinking about yesterday, but grateful for this moment. And I think that's how you're able to go day by day when you're grateful for the moment that you are actually living in. So today, I just, it wasn't even like a decision, like I'm going to be grateful for today. It's been more of a thing that has been happening, especially over the last few months, to be grateful for right now and not like look to yesterday, like what didn't I do or what didn't I accomplish, but what can I accomplish today that will help meet my goals today, or that will help me meet the goals that I want to meet for the rest of the year. What can I do today? And so today was phenomenal. Hitting a sales goal, almost there, right? In a day. My week's goal, almost hit it today, right? And so that's phenomenal, to take a sales goal that I have for the week and do it in one day. And so almost there. By tomorrow, I'm sure that I'll be there, and that's phenomenal. And what it just reminds me that God is faithful, and that when you step out of your quote unquote comfort zone, because a lot of our comfort zones are not comfortable. They're not comfortable at all. I don't even know why we call them comfort zones, because most of the time the comfort zone leads us to uncomfortability. It leads us to a place where we're just not comfortable at all. Like there is no comfortability in it. So I don't know why we call it a comfort zone. And so um, right. So it's not a comfort zone. It's more like a prison. It's more like a place where you're used to being, but it does not bring you comfortability. It does not bring you wealth. It does not bring you money. It does not help you multiply your God-given gifts, talents, and abilities. So it's not a comfort zone. And so today was just really, really amazing. And as I thought about what we will talk about today, I actually posted it in my group, The Courageous Believer, here on Facebook. I posted about, I just stated two ways, right? Two ways to make money, the fastest, right? There are other ways to make money, but these are the two ways to make money. And I want to talk about that just briefly tonight or today, whenever you're watching. Number one is to create and sell your own product. And number two is to partner with someone else, partner with another brand or company, and sell their products and make a commission from it. Now, I do both. And you may say, well, Wanza, why do you do both? Well, I'm going to go into why I do both. When you are building your business, sometimes it does not grow as fast as you would like it to grow. Sometimes you don't have all the time, right? Especially if you're working a regular 9 to 5, or if you're raising children, or life can just really, really get busy at times. Sometimes you don't have the time to really put in the amount of time that you want to produce your own product the way you would want to, or as fast as you would want to. So what I do, I make sure I have different ways of bringing in income while I am working on my own personal brand, my own personal courses, and things of that nature. I'm also partnered with another company that's already set up. Their brand is already set up. Their website is already set up. Their products have been tested and tried and proven. And I can actually sign up today and start selling today. So that is one of the benefits of partnering with another company. You can sign up today, sell today, and not only that, you can learn so many that your network increases, right? Your network increases because you get to know more people, you get to experience more things, different trainings, sales trainings, etc. So how does that lend to your own business? You can take the sales training that you learned from the business that you are partnered with. Somebody's outside laughing. They're cracking up. You can learn how to sell, right? How to social sell, how to brand your own product by partnering with these bigger companies, right? So these are the two fastest ways. Now, do I absolutely think you should have your own products? Absolutely. That's why I said both. That's why I incorporated both into tonight, because I use them interchangeably because they work for me. You know, some people are like adamant, nope, I'm not selling anybody else's products but my own. That's great and that's fine. But as for me, it works out on both ends, because I get to network with people who have an established brand, who have an established sales system, who have an established routine, while I build my business over here, while I am building my personal brand, while I am turning what used to be a hobby, right, into income streams, right? So it's not necessarily you're mixing both. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions? You're mixing both, and there's nothing wrong with mixing both. A lot of times people think you have to do one or the other. Actually, you can incorporate it all into what you're doing. So the bottom line is you have to do what works for you. If you are in need of income and you don't know what to do, then definitely partner with a company that can help you get started right away. Within a couple of hours, actually within a couple of minutes, you can get up and running, have your own website, link it to maybe your own domain, that type of thing, and begin promoting products. Now, do I say promote? You don't necessarily have to promote. Well, that's a little bit more advanced, but you don't necessarily have to promote the company, right? You promote the products along with your mission for your own brand, if that makes sense. So, like, let me give you an example. So, I have books and business. I have a membership course, a membership group rather, that helps people write books and as an additional income stream to their business. And so now the membership program is called Books, Beauty, and Business, because I have partnered with a beauty company. And so I am a living example of what I am teaching my clients to do. So for instance, for this beauty company, I can write an ebook concerning beauty, concerning maybe how to apply this or how to apply that, right? Hey, Janine, how to apply this and how to apply um, maybe sales techniques, and merge it into one, my book business and the beauty business. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even if you're in whatever type of business, you could be a mechanic, you could be a cleaner, you can be a doctor, a makeup artist, a lawyer. You need to have something that represents you in the marketplace. So you may be a lawyer at a big time law firm, but there are tips and tools that you can give everyday people about maybe how to find the lawyer, right? And so that goes directly with your profession. And so that's what I encourage my clients to do. And so I am partnered with a company, but I also am able to partner with this company and put out ebooks or books related to business, related to beauty, or related to whatever I'm promoting at the time. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions about that? So I want you to know that so first of all, you have multiple streams of income within one frame of mind. So I'm not saying like, okay, what, how can I say this? It should all work together. It should all make sense. It should all kind of flow together. So if you're partnered with, so say you are a doctor and you're partnered with a health company, that goes hand in hand. So you can use the health aspect and then use the company's products to help supplement your whatever you may be. I don't want to be tongue tied. But I get so excited, and I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. So if you're a doctor, you're promoting, good health, that type of thing. It makes sense if you are partnered with a health and wellness company, right? If you are a person who is building a brand or possibly a cookbook around vegan foods, it would make sense if you partnered with a holistic company or a vegan company or even a beauty company that has vegan products like the ones that I'm wearing right now. So yeah, so that is what I wanted to tell you guys tonight, don't be ashamed or don't be afraid to try something different. If per se, you're just do, right? Just go out here and do it. Just go out here and crush it. Let me see what you're saying, Janine. We have to do what works for you. See? And I didn't even see that. I decided to commit to finish right. Exactly. You have to do what works for you. You have to do that. What works for you. Absolutely. Sarah, look beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am wearing the product. And today I only have on the concealer, like around my eyes. And my daughter said, "Oh, you don't have no foundation?" I said, "No." So like this right here, and none of this is like foundation down this way. Like my side, my cheeks. I just have on the concealer like right here and then by my eyebrows. So I'm super excited. Super excited. Hey, Develsa. So do you have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? I feel like I'm mumbling, not mumbling a little bit, but I feel like I'm just really excited. And my mind is really, really focused on doing, like you said, Janine, doing what works for you. I guess that's my whole point of this video. And of course, you guys already know, you don't have to be perfect. So if you're like, oh my gosh, she's fumbling on this live, listen, I'm on here. I'm on here. Why? Because I'm a regular person. I'm a normal person. I'm a person that has decided to take the gifts, the talents, the skills, the abilities, right, that God has given me and put them into action and not worry about what's perfect, not worry about what may go wrong, just living in today, living in this moment, and of course, preparing for the future, but being grateful and living right here and doing everything I can do for today. Does that make sense? Doing everything that I could do for today. So Janine says, I promised myself I need to focus more on writing. I often can get distracted. I applaud those who can do more at once. And that's the thing. It's like I was reading what's his name? Is Rabbi Daniel Lathan or Lapin. He talks about how scheduling your day, right? So if you have like all this free time in your day, and if your day is not kind of scheduled, how you will lose the time because you'll think you have all this time to do X, Y, and Z, but in actuality, a structured life is better than a life that's just kind of free flowing, right? And so it's not so much, I don't think so much that people get distracted. It's just that it's not scheduled. So it's not scheduled. And so whatever is scheduled really gets done, right? So there's this saying, whatever's written down gets done, but whatever is scheduled gets done. Because if you have to work between 8 and 4 p.m., in your mind, that time is already blocked out. So you already know I'm going to work, right? And so then if you get home by like 5 or 6 o'clock, you already know, okay, I have to make dinner or at least heat up dinner because I made dinner the night before, or I have to get the kids or this type of thing. Or now, kids are remote learning, that type of thing. Things that are important to us, we schedule it. And then things that we kind of like, not saying they're not important to us, but the things that we can kind of maneuver in and out whenever we want to, we don't schedule it because it's almost like I'm gonna get to it mentality. But if you put it on your schedule, even if it's 15 minutes a day, Janine, if you put it on your schedule, you'll get it done. So it won't feel like you're being distracted. It'll just it will be more of your routine. It will be more of your routine. Right. And that's really what it is. It's time management. And sometimes we are full, right? Our schedules are full. A lot of things going on. We have families, we have husbands, we have, wives, we have this, we have that, ministry, we have Zoom calls now. Just Zoom calls, right? Zoom calls, Google Meet calls, Facebook Lives, virtual church, things like that. But find that time that you can put the time in. Like I said, if it's 15 minutes, if it's 20 minutes, it might seem like, oh, that's not enough time. But that is enough time if you do it on a daily basis or if you do it on an every other day basis. So I remember when my kids were I was about to say growing up, they're still growing up. But when we used to go to church before the quarantine and the pandemic and things like that, but we would go to church regularly throughout the week. So I knew we used to have Bible study on Wednesdays. We used to have Bible study on Wednesdays. So I knew that nothing was going on Wednesdays, like, so I would not plan anything on Wednesdays because I knew for the most part we had pantry earlier that day, and then that night would be Bible study. So I knew not to schedule anything on that day, right? And I also knew that the kids, like, I knew I wasn't going to cook that day because most likely by the time we got home, it would probably be time for the kids to go to bed. I knew not to make an appointment because I had church that night. And that's how you have to look at your own schedule, So it could be a Tuesday, right? What's today? Is today Tuesday? No, today's Thursday. But like, say for instance, a Thursday night, when you know that you're not obligated to anything else, that can be your time to do what you need to do for you. So it doesn't have to be like a Saturday, right? Because most of the time people are off on Saturdays, and that's the time you do errands and you do this, or Sundays you're in worship, or however your schedule is. Take one of those off nights where it's just kind of like a Netflix night, or put the kids in bed early, or however you got to do it, right? It could be a Thursday night. It could be a Thursday morning. Like every Thursday, you can get up at 5 in the morning because this is your time to get your book done. And even if it's an hour or 2 hours, and then that is your time. You know what I mean? Like that is your specific time. And after a while, you'll get used to it, and your family or whoever you may live with, they'll get used to it as well. They'll be like, oh, I'm not going to mess with her or him at this time because they're working on whatever on Thursday nights. They're not available on Thursday nights. And so the more you do it, the more you'll get better at it. Oh, you're welcome. Does anyone have any questions? How to reach your goals this month? Do you have any goals this month? Um, I have a goal. Like I said, if you're just coming on, I had a goal. Well, I have a goal, a sales goal for this week, and I am almost there in one day. And so I'm grateful for that. And I am not so much, because I like to try to make sure I use the right word, pushing, but I am pushing for it, but I am more so believing and putting the action to it, not worrying about it, not being anxious about it, but doing the footwork that's required to get the results that I want to have. Right. And so sometimes we run into roadblocks. Sometimes we run into uncertainty, or the enemy, because we are Christian believers, the enemy always try to set something up to make you feel unworthy to reach this goal, or try to make you doubt or lose hope, that type of thing. But you have to ignore those things, right? You have to ignore that doubt and remove that from your life, and not even address it. Today, they were saying, my mentor was saying, turn down the volume. And that's what you have to do. You have to turn down the volume on doubt, turn down the volume on things that are telling you that you cannot meet your goal for the month or for the year or even for the day. You got to turn those and really believe God. Write the vision, make it plain, the vision, and move forward in it. So it's whether you're creating your own products and selling them, or whether you're partnering with another company. You have a goal to meet. Financially, what is your financial goal for the month? Do you want to cover all your bills? Is there a gap between your paycheck and your bills, and you want your products and or your services to handle that gap? Be very specific about that, because it can happen, and it will happen when you are very specific about it. And so, right, Janine. So if you have your publishing goal, what is it? What's the date? How will you get it done? Do you need to write a certain amount of words per day? Do you need to write a certain amount of pages per day? And don't let it, hey, Zaria, don't let it hold you hostage, right? Don't let it hold you hostage, and don't let it make you feel anxious. You just say, no, this is my goal and this is what I'm going to do about it. Exactly. Trying not to procrastinate. Procrastination, that's a whole nother thing. But don't procrastinate, because when you value the gift that God put inside of you, you will not procrastinate. You'll figure out ways to put you in your schedule. You'll figure out ways to put what God has put in you in your schedule to be able to multiply. Hey Sandy, how are you? How you doing? Amen. So set dates. Set dates. I mean, you can adjust, of course, as needed, but be a little firm with yourself. Be a little firm with yourself and say, this is the date that I want to have this done by. And count up the cost. Count up the cost for it. The truth is, if you don't set a date or set a deadline, it's like you'll be twiddling your thumbs for another year. And that's true. And I talk of what I know. You're fine. I talk from what I know. So, any questions? The two fastest ways to make money today or this week is to create and sell your own product, or partner with a company who already is well established and you can sell their products. You can do both. You could do either or. But when you are looking to close that gap financially, you need to do at least one of them. Right now, I'm doing both. You don't have to do both, but you need to do at least one of them and close that gap. I was thinking earlier too, I said a lot of times we spend time on, oh, well, I don't want to sell. Right now, I'm in the beauty company, right? The face is glowing. And thank you to all of those who ordered. Thank you definitely to everyone who has ordered. Sandy, I know you ordered. Thank you so much. I'm going to be posting you a shout out soon. Thank you for everyone who has ordered. So listen, you cannot get hung up on the vehicle that brings you the finances. So should I sell weight loss products? Should I sell lipstick and cleanser and all that? It's all a vehicle. And people are like, Wanza, why do you push ebooks? It's a vehicle to bring you income. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle. It's the open door. Like when you write a book, that's an open door to other vehicles that will bring you income. When you write an ebook, that's the first, that's the hoopty. It's a vehicle. It will get you from A to B. It'll start closing that gap. It'll get you off the bus. It'll get you off the train. It's the hoopty, or it's the first car, right? That you kind of like kick around a little bit. You kind of get your feet wet in the industry with it, right? And then you move on to another book or another ebook. And then you get better at it. And then all of a sudden now you have the luxury vehicle. But if you don't ever get started, you're never going to close that gap. So it's not about the health products or the supplements that you're selling or the ebook those are vehicles to get you the income that you want. A lot of times, we're guilty of just saying, Lord, bring the money. But God is like, where's the vehicle that I'm supposed to bring the money through? You know what I mean? He works by the laws of the land. He works by, he's given us power to get wealth, to create wealth. He needs a vehicle for that money to come through. You need a solution to people's problems so people can pay you for the solution. So don't get hung up on whether I'm selling makeup, whether I'm selling supplements, whether I'm selling diffusers. Don't get hung up on that, whether I'm writing an ebook or not writing an ebook. Get hung up on the vehicle. It's a vehicle. All of those are different methods to close the income gap. You understand what I mean? So if you're sewing, if you're cleaning houses, if you're selling food, those are vehicles to close the income gap, to close the deficit and then increase the income. He said, the Lord ministered to me this morning that potential not acted upon is just that potential. I have been at potential long enough. I know that's right. Potential is not productivity. Potential is just the idea or the capacity to do, but you're not doing it. Thank you, Zaraya. Zaraya said, I'm cute. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So it's the vehicle. So which vehicle of income are you going to choose? Are you going to create your own products and begin selling them, or are you going to partner with someone and begin selling them? So let me hear from you guys. Are you partnered with the company, or are you selling your own products at this moment? And don't be slow about it. Don't be slow about it. Make the investment in you. Don't be slow about it. Like, I don't even know how else to say it. Like, don't procrastinate about it, because when you need something, you need it, right? And so there are so many vehicles out here to get you the finances that you need. We just don't access them and work them like we should. But well, I'm working it. I'm working it because I understand now it's not about it's not about it's not about all the details. It's about you putting things into action. Like someone has said, when you're on a diet, right? You could be on keto, you could be on green smoothies, or you could be either on keto or off keto. You know, some people, you could be a vegan. All of these different diets work if you work it. It's just a vehicle. It's a method to get you the end results that you're looking for. But if you don't stick with it or stay consistent with it, then it doesn't work. So all of it works. All of it works. And I used to spend so much time, I was telling myself, I used to spend so much time trying to find the perfect opportunity, trying to find the perfect company, trying to write the perfect ebook, or trying to produce the perfect course, that I would not produce anything, or I wouldn't sell anything, right? So last week I told you guys, I put out the course, How to Write and Publish an Ebook with Free Tools for Maximized Profits, right? I announced that on a Monday, and that course was done on a Friday. If this had been years ago, I would have never done that, because I would have been still sitting here at my computer talking about, I said, and so let me delete the whole video and start over. Or someone laughed outside, so let me delete the video because it has to be perfect. Nobody can hear anything in the background. Or I don't have fancy pictures behind me, so I'm not going to record the information that can change people's lives. Not necessary. Let me tell you something. When people want to get out of a situation, when someone is hungry to get out of debt, when someone is hungry to figure out how to work their relationship or better their relationship, if someone is at the point where they want to start a business, they need a solution. They're not worried about all the trills, all that type of stuff. Some of y'all probably didn't even notice that was a guitar sitting behind me until I pointed it out. Right? It's sitting there. Now, this probably back in the day would have irked me. I'd have been like, move this guitar from here. I'm gonna put up a flower. I need a big picture behind me. It has to be immaculate. Now, granted, I'm not saying come up here and look crazy. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the things that stop us are not things that are important. So we stop productivity, we stop money from flowing because we feel like we are constantly in search for the perfect vehicle. But the truth is, if I'm on the bus and the train, if I'm standing at the bus stop and you come up in a car, I don't care if it's a hoopty. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna get in the car and we're gonna ride. It's gonna take me home. It's gonna take me to my destination. It's like I remember one time it was a snowstorm. And we had to get on the train. I had to get on the train with my two daughters. They were probably like 8 and 5 at the time, if they were that old. It's a snowstorm. You think I care if you came up in a hoopty or not and told me you were going to bring me home? I had to get on a train. And then once I got off the train for 45 minutes, I had to wait in the cold with these two kids and wait for the bus. And then after I got on the bus, I had to take the bus another 20 minutes from my house, from the train station to the house. And you know, it took longer than that because it was a snowstorm. And then when we got off the bus, the bus is at the end of the block. But if you know anything about New York City or Queens, New York, where I happen to live at the moment, the blocks are long. And so we had to walk all the way from literally one corner, because I live on the other corner, to the house in like 3, 4 feet of snow. Yeah, come up with your hoopty. I'm gonna ride in it. So it's like we deny the vehicle because it doesn't look like what we want. We deny the vehicle because it's not perfect at the moment. But if it's going to get you out of that snowstorm of poverty, if it's going to get you out of that gap, if it's going to close the gap of the income that you need in your home, get in the vehicle. Get in the vehicle, write the book, and maybe have a spelling error or two, but people are still going to buy the book. You can fix it up. You know, partner with the company that you've been thinking about. Maybe it's not the vehicle that you thought you would have, but if it can get you to your destination. Sandy says she's going to do both. She contacted a company to partner with, and she will sell her digital products and provide document prep services. Absolutely. And a lot of times, Sandy, and I learned this from the quote unquote bigwigs, they use the money from the company they're partnered with to fund the actual business that they really, really want to take off. But because they don't have all the funding that they really would like at the beginning, they partner with a company where they could sell and get paid, get compensated, and use that money to fund what they really, really were passionate about. Right. I'm telling you, this is not the time to be afraid. It's not the time to procrastinate. It's not the time to it's just not the time to do it. It's okay to, God, I thank you. It's okay to it's okay to step out there, get in the vehicle, get in the vehicle. If it's an ebook, Janine, finish the book. Get it, see beyond today, right? See beyond today. Even at this moment, like I love you being on here with me, interacting and things like that. But if this is the only time that you really have to write, jump on for a minute, say, hey y'all, I'm just wanted to say hi, but I'm going to write. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's important. It's important that you produce. It's important that you multiply the gifts and talents that God has given you. You all right? Is it in the girls' room? Wait, I'm live. My husband looking for the broom and dustpan. So it's important for you to produce, right? Hey, Pastor Yvonne, how are you? It's important for you to produce. It's important. Yeah, it's just important. So which way are you going to choose? Sandy says she's going to do both. I'm doing both. Which way are you choosing? And the fastest ways to make money: create and sell your own product, or partner with a company that has products already. I'm doing both, and you don't have to do both. You can do one or the other, but make the decision and run with it. Use the vehicle that has been given to you or that is available to you to make income. Like, I don't want anybody to write an ebook and then don't sell it. No, 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 no. Because I tell you how to set it up and how you can sell it in my course, How to Write and Publish an ebook. right? For maximize profits. I give you the ways to set it up completely for free, and you can get started selling it, right? No overhead. No overhead. And if you want to know more about that class, you can go to wanzaleftwich.org. Wanzaleftwich.org. Click take a class, and you will see the classes that are available. So right now, my latest course is how to write and publish an ebook for free, using free tools for maximize profits. Today, I also dropped a short tutorial as well, and you'll find that on wanzaleftwich.org. All you have to do is all you have to do is click take a class, and you'll see that. And that is, what did I do today? How to create a table of contents for your ebook. So if you're in Books, Beauty, and Business membership, that tutorial is in your back office, free of charge, because membership has privileges. But if you're not, and you're just inquisitive, or you want to know how to do the table of contents for your ebook, you can download that as well. Not download it, well, you can access it. So it's so many different ways. So I am creating and I am partnering. I'm creating and I am partnering. One big reason is because I have really, really big goals right now. I have really, really big monetary goals that I must meet. She said, I'm good and sleepy. Get some sleep, get some rest. Thank you so much. She said, easy, clear, and functional. Good teaching. Thank you. A little while ago, I felt like I was just kind of, but I already know what that is. I know I have to just keep talking, because sometimes when the enemy does not want you to get a word out or get it across, he kind of will try to make you feel like you're not saying it the way you want to say it, and kind of frustrate the speaker. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but I've learned to just keep going and to keep going through it, push through it, because someone is getting the message, and the message is hitting home, and it's breaking down walls and spiritual barriers that need to be broken down, and lives are being changed. And so thank you so much, Pastor Yvonne. But I'm not going to hold you long. It is, yeah, it's almost at that 45-minute mark. But I wanted to encourage you. And of course, I'll be back. Today's Thursday, so I'll be back tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow. And discussing about how to create. You're basically becoming responsible for your finances, for your financial wealth, for your financial health, right? And just like everything else in life, if you want to lose weight, you start exercising, you start eating the right foods. If you want to close that income gap, if you want to increase your income, right, you have to create. You either have to create something and sell, or partner with someone and sell. Selling is not a dirty word. It's not a bad word. Selling is caring. Selling is sharing. And so I'm learning that. And so you have the solution that people need, right? If you are writing an ebook on your expertise, or writing a book, or creating a course off of your expertise, you are the solution to someone's problem. The same way, if you are partnered with a company, and people might be like, oh, but everybody's doing that. That's good. Because if there are a lot of people signed up in your company, that means that people want what you have. You don't want to sign up with somebody and people don't want what they have. Like women wear lipstick all day long. We wear foundation, we wear mascara, we wear all types of stuff, right? So that's good. So that means you're in a place where you're providing solutions for people. And as long as you're providing solutions, people will buy. And as long as people buy, your income will increase. So Zaria says, I really need to get on the board. I love to cook and is looking for someone who's interested in it. Absolutely. So what do you want to do with the cooking? Do you want to eventually like open up a restaurant? Do you want to do like catering services? Do you want to write a cookbook? Do you want to give cooking classes? That type of thing. Just decide what you want to do. You know, decide what you want to do and, sit down, think about it. Don't be afraid of what God has placed on the inside of you. Don't be afraid of it and see what God has to say about it. Hey, Nancy, you didn't even say you were on here. But have a good night. Love you too. It was good seeing you. So yeah, think about it, Zaria. Think about what you can do. Think about what you can do with where you are right now. I'm telling you, God will give you an answer. Think about what you've always thought about. Like I see you on Facebook. You're always cooking. You know, just think about it. Right? Does anyone have any questions before we go? I'll be back on to tomorrow. I might come on a little earlier, not sure. Okay, so you used to cater. Is that something that you want? And so listen, let me put this out there too. Even if you're not able to cater at this moment, can you teach other people how to cater? Because it's something that you used to do. And so it's an information age that we're living in, right? So you used to cater. You may not be able to cater right now for whatever reason, right? But that doesn't mean you're not able to teach other people. And so that's where this ebook thing comes in. That's where books come in. So you can put your expertise on paper so that people can have it, right? That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. It's not so much about, well, what I'm teaching you guys about digital products and things like that. It's not so much about just doing this manual labor and slaving over your business for hours and hours. No, I'm saying take what you know and in here, put it in an ebook, put it in a book, and sell it. Yeah, exactly. Listen, you can start. You can start small and expand. And so that's what my e-course is about, how to write and publish your ebook. I talk about how to take what you know and put it, right? Put it into a product to create something. And listen, once you create something, it's yours forever. That's income. Anytime you feel like selling, want to sell, run an ad to it, talk about it, it's always available. And so that's another thing that when you go into business or when as Christians, we don't understand the long-term effects on what we're doing. You owe it once you have a product, it's yours forever. Once you have a book, it is yours forever. You have the ability to make money off of that forever and forever. Your children have the ability to make money off of it. It's long term. It's not just so that's why you have to see long term. It's not just, all right, let me do this for now so I can pay this bill or pay that. Yeah, that's good. And of course, that's why I'm saying do what you need to do. But long-term wealth, breaking down those generational gaps, breaking down those income gaps, it starts with something. It starts with the little, and then you expand. But if you don't ever start with that little, or what you may consider little, you won't get to the bigger thing. Thank you. So this is good stuff tonight. Thank you. So I appreciate all of you. And which one you going to choose? Create and sell? Partner with the company and sell? Either way, make that investment, make that decision, and do what you need to do for you, for your family, to and what God has told you to do. Absolutely. Do what you need to do. And don't worry about other people. Oh, I tried this before. Well, I tried Avon. I tried Mary Kay. I tried this one. I tried that one. People jonesing on me because I done went to this company and that company. I hear you. I've been there. I've been there. I've been in multiple companies, but guess what? I'm in another one, and guess what? It's working. God, I thank you. It's working. Tracy, you just coming on here? I'm teasing, Trace. I'm teasing. How are you? I'm glowing. Thank you. I'm telling everybody to get the glow. And that's another thing. So let me say this. That's another thing. So Tracy, we were just talking about the fastest ways to make money: create and sell your own product, or partner with the company and sell their product. And so another reason why I have partnered with this company, the person that I'm signed up with, she just told me, she was like, listen, because I would bring her sales. And she was like, you're bringing me sales, but these sales can be yours. And sometimes we don't think, sometimes we're doing a thing anyway, but we think it's for the next person, even though we're helping the next person make the money. Does that make sense? And so I said, well, that's true. And so I said, well, let me try it, or I said, this makes sense though. People do buy from me. When I do say something or I do announce something, people do buy. So I said, Dubai. Let me tell you, my mind is on Dubai. Shh, don't tell the kids. Don't tell the kids, but my mind is on Dubai, the place, the country, All right. But people do buy from me. And so I said, you know what? Let's kick this fear. Let's do it. And let's do it because I can. Let's do it because you're using the products. This lipstick is part of the line. I don't have on any foundation tonight, y'all. I have on concealer around my eyes, around here. And this is my skin. There's no foundation or no product right here or right here. Literally, like I'm not jonesing y'all at all. And the lipstick is part of the brand, and I have some concealer down here, like in the outline areas. So I said, if this is working for me, then there's somebody else is out here dealing with adult acne, or just dealing with uneven skin tone, and you're about to hit 50. Yeah, I'm about to hit 50. I know I don't look like it, right? This gray hair will tell you though, I'm about to hit 50. But I'm like, can I get clear skin for once in my life? Like, I'm not 13. Like, so I'm using the products. The products are working. It's a very good compensation plan. And people are saying, your skin is glowing. What are you using? There's a vehicle represented to me, right? Remember the vehicle. This is a vehicle. This is an opportunity to close the income gap, to increase my income. So instead of looking at the vehicle beauty company, I look at the fact that this is what's going to take me from here to there. And that's all we've been talking about tonight. That's all we've been talking about tonight. That's all we've been talking about, is using the vehicle. Choose a vehicle. I'm using both. I'm creating products and selling them. And I'm also partnering with another company and selling their products. You're welcome, Zaraya. Have a good night. I'm about to jump on off of here. Tracy, you good? All of you guys are good? Again, if you do want to partner with me in this great beauty company that I'm a part of, message me. Message me here. If you are on YouTube, you can message me on YouTube, put a comment, and I will get back with you. If you are here on Facebook or Instagram, definitely message me if you want to buy a product, if you want to try it out before you join. We could do all that good stuff. But either way, do what's best for you, right? Do what's best for you. If you want to take a class, go over to wansaleffish.org and click take a class. You can see what's available to you, and I'll be happy to join you and welcome you into the family. I am all about showing you how to multiply, showing you how to get the talents and the gifts into action and to produce so you can have a viable income. All right, Trace said she's good. All right, y'all. So I'll see you later on tonight. I guess you could say that midnight is kind of funny, right? Is it today or is it tomorrow? I'll see y'all guys. I'll see you later on. Remember, website is wansaleffish.org. Have a great, great, and wonderful day. Take care.